didn't have notes, so I looked it up. What I want to do here is say that you should ask her yourself. Now, there's really no downside to either path here, but I'm going to say you should ask her yourself because it creates better affinity between the people in Colony 9 in the long run. So, you should ask her yourself. That's harsh but fair. I know I should go and talk to her. I'll go home when I get a chance. Maybe my daughter has grown. So let's take a look at the affinity that we got updated here. As you can see, they have an affinity between Arno and Francoise of together/apart. So it looks bad so far, but ultimately it's going to end up better this way than going the other route, which you might expect from common sense. I might go back home soon. It's been such a long time. You have anything more to say?
Hello.
It would be ideal if I could do my research from home. Maybe I could change my studies to something more flexible. That is a possibility, isn't it? Alright, we're gonna make the loop around again. Start on the right.
What's up?
How are you doing? I think it's probably quite difficult to break large enemies, but I suppose that's to be expected. Yeah, you need a chain attack for that. This is only what a defense force mate of mine told me. But there is a way to break big enemies easily. Just use break arts during a chain attack. I don't know whether it's true or he's just telling fibs. And this is one of the reasons that I didn't understand the chain attack chain if you use the same color for a long time. Advice like that made me do step 1 break, step 2 topple, step 3 daze for a good chunk of the game until I realized, wait, if I do the same thing over and over, it's more damage. How you doing, Meffy Meffy? Meffy Meffy thinks Hom Hom feel better just by having her around. It is so strange because Meffy Meffy is Nopon and not Hom Hom. Or Hom Hom. It's weird to Hom Hom. Meffy Meffy will always keep doing her healing research. Friends want to know why Meffy Meffy have power to heal people? Meffy Meffy wants to know why too. Could you teach Charla? She's not doing it fast enough.
Hello.
Andreas. There are a lot of scholars in my family like Aunt Shura. I broke the mold and became a soldier. That's why I've got to try even harder to cut it.
Hello.
I'm better suited to academia than all this physical activity, so you can imagine I'm finding the defense force pretty tough. I hope you'll help me out if I ever need it. He will probably need it. He does have a name, and pretty much anybody with a name is going to ask us for help at some point. But I think that's what he said before. I don't think that is new. Have a couple people hiding back here. Really, that's a pity. I sort of had my eye on him. I'm on my break, but I don't know what to do. Monica's always slacking off. I'd never do that sort of thing.
What do you want?
Dorothy cares more about ordinary people than anyone in the Force. She plays it cool, but works harder for the people than anyone else. I think I need to try to be more like her. I hear that Dean from the lab has a few issues. That's one way of putting it.
Hi.
Hi. Miller's pretty cool, don't you think? He's the best swordsman in the whole defense force. He's so strong and reliable. Really? That's a pity. I sort of had my eye on him. Yeah, on Dean. It's too bad I'm not in the same platoon as Miller, but I wouldn't want to join the young captain's platoon. I'd be glad if he left her, though. Nobody seems to like Emmy Leader, and the only reason that she's being put in charge is because I'm doing all the damn work for her. Maybe this isn't a good strategy. I don't know if I'm helping. Probably just could sum up the whole game like that. How you doing, Nick? Did you know I'm the weakest man to have ever joined the Force? And to top it all, my conduct and standards are a laughingstock. I'm even behind the new female recruits in endurance training. Well, like, endurance isn't really kind of a male thing. If you said you couldn't, like, bench press as much as the new female recruits, maybe I'd agree with you then. But endurance? Like, that's not really... Whatever. I'm not getting in anyone's way if I just stay here. It's best I don't do anything rather than hold the others back. Well, there's Nick. Very depressed. Maybe we can do something for him later, but not right now. Right now, there's nothing.
Hello.
Hi. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to see the future? Seeing the future during battle could be a big strategic help. That's a random thought that you're having. Seeing the future in battle, that's crazy talk. Say you knew that one of your friends was about to get killed. You could just use recovery arts or defense arts to save them. Wow, listen to me being all morbid. You're more being a little crazy, honestly. Yeah, I thought there was another person, but there's not. Something strange happened. The captain's all made up all of a sudden. It looks as though the young captain started it all.
What's up?
It might be better to stick with the young captain. I'm seriously thinking about it. Just thinking out loud, mind you. Don't go telling anyone. Notice how Dixon is no longer here. Even though he was with us and retreated, he didn't make it here, apparently. The Mechon attacked Colony 6, didn't they? It's important that we keep watch at night. Them Mechon don't care if it's day or night. There's a higher chance they'll attack at night as a result. Yes, I'm not too keen on keeping watch around this area. I can always hear the female soldiers laughing and swearing. They must be chatting inside the barracks. It's very distracting. Don't worry, they're just talking about you. Anytime you hear women giggling in the distance, it's always about you. Don't let them tell you any different. I think that is it. No, there's one more person in the weapon development lab, but that is essentially it for nighttime military district. How you doing, Charla? It's probably not a good idea for you to be wearing that. All right, let's talk to Eric here. I'm sorry, I don't have the energy to be chatting with you right now. I won't get any research done.
How's it going?
I just can't seem to make any progress in my research. Maybe I should talk to Dean. He should know what to do. And Monica here does have a quest that, once again, I am avoiding for comments reasons. So feel free to take that on if you don't care about comments. But we're going to head into the weapon development lab. Shouldn't somebody be here on the left? Yes.
What is it?
Perrine. I should know that one, actually. There are a lot of scientists in this colony, don't you think? Even lots of young up-and-coming ones. The others are also prolific. Just makes things worse for me.
What is it?
I simply cannot decide what area to concentrate my studies on. Ether, monsters, Homs, giants, Hyentia, Mechon. There are already people studying all of those. Yeah, we've talked to you and you've said that before. I remember going, Hyentia, they're just a myth, or, I don't know what those are. But apparently they're real. Dixon said so, and Dixon wouldn't lie to us. Even though he implied he might. Was it about how Hyentia are a myth? They might be a myth. Alright, let's head over here, see if we can't find anything and not think about things that I obviously know the answer to. But we are ready to go to the residential district now. We do have somebody to talk to there, in particular that I know raises affinity, but we'll talk to everybody else as well. Give them all a chance to raise affinity and things like that. Let's make it 10 a.m. once again so we can run around and talk to everybody.
Good day.
Good day. The attack taught us that you have to run away sometimes. But I've been thinking lately, is that really right?
Good day.
Nothing will ever change if you run away every time. Stand, fight, and make yourself stronger. I think that's the right thing to do. Give or take. Depends on the situation. A lot of that kind of stuff is situational.
Hi there.
The Mechon attack Colony 6? I know people there. They've just gotta be okay. I hope they manage to escape. You got a name for me? I could let you know. If we know how the Mechon act, we can figure out their strategy. They lost in the war a year ago, so they've switched to local attacks. It really paid off for them. Yes, it did. Let's head over here. I saw a no-pawn over here.
Yes, no.
I hear rumor. It say there's sealed doors all over Bionis. They have weird symbols on them. I don't know what they are. That's interesting that the no-pawn would tell us about that this early. We're not going to find out for a long time. I really like strange places. I want to go see. I heard there's one in Sororal Marsh. There is one in Sororal Marsh, but even though I made it to Sororal Marsh, we have not seen any of this strange place that he speaks of. Other than just like generally the area, the Sororal Statues area. If have more affinity with people, you can trade better items. You can rely on Jackson, but he might have surprising things. That's oddly specific of you. It's good to try trade with people who have good affinity with you. Yeah, I'll point out all the important trades. Have you ever go to the other side? I think there have really strange monsters. I worry that they attack Colony 9. I'm not sure what she's talking about the other side. Maybe she means Meconis? I assume that's female because she was pink. The mysterious light I could see from here has disappeared. I used to look forward to seeing it every night, so I'm a bit sad now. I'm sorry. The mysterious light soothed the pain of those hurt in the attack. There has been a lot of other people who think the same. I was noticing as we were writing here, like it was repaired up. It was repaired for a while and then broken on both sides there. Did that happen during a cutscene? It might have happened during a cutscene now that I think about it. Either way, we have people to talk to around here. Yeah, I talked to you. Let's head down here. Wasn't there like a window washer? Yeah. Many people must have lost their lives in Colony 6. They will have returned to the Bionis. I still can't help feeling sad even though I think about that. Yeah, it's still sad. I had relatives in Colony 6. I haven't been able to get in touch with them. Surely nobody could survive in Sororal Marsh. I can't help fearing the worst. What made you think they went to Sororal Marsh? They went to the leg. It's much safer there and less wet and less a crotch region. Technically a butt is a crotch, isn't it? I've always thought of it that way. Apparently I don't think enough about it. I hear a group of youngins helped bring poor Cheryl to her senses. That's what I call a good deed. But I'm far more interested in talking about food than Cheryl. Let's change the subject to food. I met Cheryl for the first time in a long while. I couldn't believe it. She's back to her old self. She was looking so well. Ah, you're the ones who saved that lady from the brink of death. That was such a kind thing. I'll make sure everyone knows. Yeah, tell everybody about the good work that I've done. You're quite popular among the people here, but I doubt people from Colony 6 would trust you all straight away. They're too far away to hear how you've helped everyone. When you visit a new place, you have to build up affinity from zero. I'm aware. You need to do more than just solve problems to deepen affinity. You have to get to know people. If you listen to them, they'll tell you about other people they know. That's a shortcut to gaining people's trusts. Oh, tell me about that person that you know. That sounds sketchy. That doesn't sound trustworthy to me. Yeah, tell me about your friend. I trust that man. Knew it. Building trust all over the place. Oh, wait, was there somebody over here that I missed? I don't think so. Nope. Lots of nooks and crannies in Colony 9. End up leading nowhere. I swear there was somebody in here, though. Wasn't there like a note pawn in here? Not today. Hey, whoa! Dionysus, you're the person I wanted to talk to. Jan's become infatuated with a female soldier about 20 years old. She's saved a lot of lives and is quite popular, but even so, should a man of his age be doing such things? What do you think? Ah, right. So, this is one that I actually did want to find. I didn't think that it was going to happen this early, though. So I don't have notes right in front of me. Hold on while I go find them. For this one, we actually want to agree with him. He's too old for that girl. Exactly. He should know better at his age. Such an old fool. And we get an update to the affinity. I think the last time I did the other way because I was trying to be nice and it locked me out of a quest. So you're going to want to answer that way or you're going to be locked out of a quest. So there's now derision between Dionysus and Yon. And that'll probably be important for something later. Yeah, you get locked out of a quest for something like that. It can catch you off guard. Definitely. Anything hiding back here? Isn't this where Jackson is? Yep, and he's got a quest, so we're still ignoring him for the time being. But that's actually all the affinity that I wanted to get.
Yes.
Started keeping a journal. I record relationships with people and things they ask me to do. You have one too, right? It's good for when things slip your mind. The way that you phrase it sounds creepy, but yes, that is what I'm doing, isn't it? I record all sorts of other things in my journal as well. The first time I do something or when I defeat lots of enemies, it's good to go over it and reminisce. Make it sound so weird what the game is doing for me. You're trying to pass it off as normal, but it just does not come across that way. It comes across as weird. Like, yes, I write down all the people that I talked to today and how much they talk to other people. How you doing, Lucas? Still not talking to you. Moritz? I bet Nira just got scared and ran off crying somewhere. He's just a scaredy cat. I bet it's the same thing. Yeah, that's probably what this is about, but we're not dealing with that just yet.
Hello.
Hi. We were born of the Bionis, so we must not be cremated. To return to the Bionis, we must be immersed in water after death. I believe the same to be true of the Homs, the Nopon, all races.
Hello.
We all live on the surface of the Bionis. It's only natural that we believe in the Bionis. It is from the Bionis that we were all born. That's one way to look at it. Still not sure about the immersion in water, though. But that's something. How you doing, Noreen? Paula asked you to do what? Why is she always so demanding? Still, you've got to show her that girls can be bestest friends, too. Remember, that is a quest that we now have, Paula and Noreen. Paula, that's the same thing. That's the same thing. All right, let's head up here. And we do want to talk to Francoise, don't we? No, that's Susanna. But we want to talk to Francoise. She looks similar. Noreen's got a cute little friend. What was her name again? Something or other. Anyway, they're close, but always arguing over who they like. They're very precocious.
Hello.
I shouldn't say this, but Francoise is a bit on the large side. I'm a bit worried that Noreen might end up like that as well. You know what I mean, right? You're saying she's fat and you want her kids to be fat, and Susanna's the same size and staying right next to you. I admit using heavy bun of iron is going a bit far, but at least I've got that son of mine to study.
Hello.
That was a bit far. Hopefully this gets him into the habit of studying every day. Maybe he'll even end up clever like Francoise's daughter. And we got more affinity. I'll try talking to her again too. But we now have, I believe, normal between Moritz and Susanna. I think neighbors was already between Francoise and Susanna, but one of the two is definitely new.
Hello.
Yeah, you say the same thing. All right, let's head off. See what else we can find. Like Kenny Rohan. Shh, listen. No machines, no marching soldiers, and no noisy vendors. Just the sound of children playing. I do sometimes hear high-pitched squealing. Do you hear it too? I blame Noreen. I think a fan club may be forming in honor of me, Kenny Rohan. Public recognition has been a long time coming. Just as long as it doesn't interfere with my work, I'll allow it for now. I don't like Kenny Rohan so much anymore. Francoise?
Hello.
My husband's coming home? He works so very hard for our dear daughter, but I wish he could come home every day. I wish he'd get his act together. Thanks for coming to tell me. And we get an update to the affinity chart, and it's immediately better between Francoise and Arno, as you might expect. It's now happily married.
Hello.
Flowers don't look quite as lively in the evening. They're like children tired from playing all day long. Anything more? My daughter will be home soon. What will I make for dinner today?
Hi there.
Hi, Betty. I get so excited seeing him I can feel butterflies in my stomach.
Hi there.
I'm Kenny Rohan's biggest fan. I get so excited just seeing him. Yoo-hoo, Kenny over here. I don't know if I feel bad for Kenny right now, but I feel like it. Man, on bench over there is Kenny Rohan. Me watch him every day. Sometimes he depicts beautiful women in his paintings. I wish he would paint me. So that is a female Nopon, I assume. He looked flamboyant. Me think he worked hard to get where he is.
Hello.
Hi. Do you think Kenny Rohan will ask me to be his muse? What do you mean there are other women looking to get painted? Out of my way, no one gets in between Kenny and me. But you're not his biggest fan. The other day I asked Kenny what he was thinking about, and he said he was thinking about me. Can you believe it? Nope, because he was lying to you. And, right, I talked to you before, so let's make it night, talk to people again. I think there was a small little path that I missed, but I don't think there's anybody there. The snow pun merchant told me something, but I don't believe it. He said there's a place where the scenery totally changes at night. Have you ever been anywhere like that? He's talking about Sororal Marsh. Must be Sororal Marsh, right? Or maybe Valak Mountain? What? A mountain? There's no mountains on a Bionis. You're crazy. They look like completely different places at night, don't they? Valak Mountain does too. I mean, there's no such place as Valak Mountain. We haven't been there. Doesn't exist. I think somebody mentioned it before, though.
Good day.
There's these delinquents who hang out next to Jolil's house. What a load of wasters.
Good day.
The attack didn't last long, but it really shook things up. So many lost their families or got severely wounded. I feel so sorry for them. I thought I saw some movement over here, but doesn't look like it. Anybody on the bridge, though? I don't see anybody on the bridge. All right, let's head through last little section of Colony 9. Getting to know all the people around here a little bit more. Yeah, this little path, there's usually like nobody here. And the other one is also usually empty. This one. Usually nobody there. Doesn't look like anybody's here either. Once again, at night. Not nearly as many people. Always worth a check, though. Do you like the feathers in your hair done, Ben? Did I go out of my way to give you those? Right, we have the puncher guy. What was your name again? Jiroke. This tree looks like my big brother Zukazu. I'll hit him 1, 2, 3 again and again until he goes down.
Hello.
I think you've said that before. No one can withstand one of my punches. My fists are like rock. My brother's gonna go down in one blow. Remind me again why you guys are fighting? How's everybody doing back here? Pepino? Some people call us layabouts good for nothings and useless. And yeah, I admit it, we waste the days just messing around here. But there's nowhere else for me to go and better myself, right?
Good day.
It's like all we do is sit on our bums talking the same old rubbish. There's got to be more interesting things to do in this world.
Good day.
You know Paula, right? Isn't she the most adorable little girl? I'm not talking to him again. He said that before and it got creepy in the second line. Yeah, they're all saying the same thing, and I don't want to talk to these creepy guys. I don't want to talk to those creepy guys. It's fine when he's like Desiree, but Paula? No. Hi, Julio. Still worry about Nira. I always cough when I worry about something. I hope friends can check on Nira again for me. I worry about how he's getting on. Yeah, that's probably something you should worry about, actually. Seems like he's gone somewhere. Alright, now there should be somebody here. Yes. Zukazu. Zukazu training again today. Sorry, but you must leave now. Zukazu not like people watching. I don't like people watching me work out either. You should not watch this genius in training. End result is all that matters. And isn't there somebody over here? Isn't it Dorothy? Minnie. Oh, I get those confused, and I really shouldn't. I see all sorts on watch duty here. At nights, I see lots of people gathering in one place. There must be something going on there. You should check it out. They're talking about you. It might be interesting to talk to the Defense Force soldiers. There are some in the residential district and commercial district. The rest should be in the military district. You don't say anything new, Minnie. Not yet. We will later. She'll have something to say later, but as of now, I think we're pretty much done running around here. If you look up at Tefra Cavern, you can see balcony-like thingy. Don't know how to get up there, though. That is true. Let me show it to you guys on the map here a little bit here. What she's talking about. Because I did not show it off when we were there. But, over here in Villia Lake. Remember Villia Lake? That's where we had to... Well, there was the unique monster right there. We had to climb the ladder. That's right there. Back here, there is a balcony that you can get on top of. But we cannot get on top of that. That is what she is talking about. We will eventually get up there, but that's going to be so much later in the game. Do I have to talk to you again, or do you just say the same thing? I doubt there's a way to get up there right now. Why are there buildings in there? What are they for? It's all so mysterious. There are... How did you know there were buildings in there? I don't think you can see that.
Hello.
Do you like reading? I didn't think you did. You don't look the type. I guess I'm trying to say you should read between the lines.
Hello.
That's awesome. I'm having this argument with my boyfriend at the moment. It's all because I'm with him that my entire family is dead. We went from funny to depressing real quick. I know I just have to go on living, but even so, she might have said that first line before. But,
Yes?
I didn't remember it if she did. I haven't been getting along well with my girlfriend since the attack. We both lost our families. Must have happened because we were together.
Yes?
She's not to blame. But if we weren't together, our families would still be here now. Instead, my brother, dad, mom, are all gone. That's probably not the healthiest way to look at it. Even if you had gone and tried to help them, who's to say that you actually would have? And I believe that is the first guy that we talked to. All right, we are ready to move on. We're actually going to accomplish something. It's only been... Oh, dear God. All right, let's go to Colony 6, of all places. They probably don't give it to me, do they? No, they don't. All right, so we're going to need to head to... Is it Freight Road that I want to warp to here? No. It's the northern side. So let's go to Watchpoint Junction. We're going to go for the middle today. As you can see, there's a hole in the middle of our map that I'm going to want to try to fill in here. We're still going to need those. It's always weird. I just have to keep in mind I'm going uphill because I think in my head I want to go north, but that is not the case. I want to go south. Try to find some more Dober corgis, which would be adorable, to be honest. I don't know if those actually... Yay, there's a Dober corgi. Ooh, a couple over here. I don't know if those are something that are all over the internet or something like that, but I didn't know what a corgi was until like 5 years ago. So, hey, notice this has changed. Door has been opened. So Dober corgis, those sound very cute. I do like corgis now. Didn't know they existed until, like I said, like 5 years ago. Even though I'm a dog guy. Never had a cat. Did have a couple dogs. Anyway, we're finding a whole bunch of stuff here. We're exploring a big area that we didn't have access to before. And here is Daza. Have Mechon all gone from Colony 6? It really tatty there, but we can rebuild if we work hard. Nopon Merchant's always on the road. We never set up shop in town. When we go into town, we not Nopon Merchants anymore. Do you have anything more that I want? Because I know the merchant shop changes here. Nope. I already have everything there. Come back soon. I'll think about it.